Now, when I say sway in the golf swing, I can hear alarm bells ringing in your head. We worry about that strike. We worry about getting back to the golf ball with that big word consistency. Well, this is the drill that I use to stop a student swaying, and I really want to show it you. Last week, I know you all loved the grip training aid. It was like, Alex, that's brilliant. All I have to do is do that. Well, this is one of those videos again. This is the training aid that I've been using in my lessons to go, you know what? This is how you stop swaying. So simply, it's just a mirror with a lie on it. And if anyone's interested, like with the grip one, I'll leave a link down below. So how do you stop a sway? Well, here we go. Okay, firstly, I just want to share with you what I've sort of identified throughout my coaching career as what I see as a common sign of people swaying. I really do see, let me square that mirror off because that's vitally important. So I see this a lot when people sway. As we make a backswing, our hips move quite laterally and a lot of weight and pressure goes onto the outstep of their foot. Now, what I want you to achieve by the end of this video is that when you're coiling up, your weight and your pressure goes onto the instep of your trail foot. If you're at home right now, stand up out your chair and just have a little go at that, you'll be like, boom, you know what? I can't feel that sway. I really feel, in its simple terms, I've stopped my sway because my hips are actually turning. Okay, the importance of the mirror. Well, one of the biggest things that I found when I'm teaching people, it's giving them something to go away with and actually know if they're improving, actually know if they're doing it correctly. So, okay, when I'm using this mirror, I'm lining the center of me up on that red line. I want you to make one practice swing where you don't feel the weight and the pressure on the instep, you feel as though you put it on the outside of your foot. So you're putting that down as a marker of what your sway is. And I know you can really see that on the video here. I then want you to make 3 practice swings in that backswing of, okay, I've lined myself up, I can see myself, weight and pressure onto the instep. Wow. I can really see how coiled I am, but also like how unswayed I am, if that's even a term, but it looks absolutely totally different. And I really feel as though this is happening, not this lateral movement. Okay, I'm gonna now hit some balls away, just showing you me using this to help me improve my game, but how I've helped a lot of students too. So setting this up, all you're gonna do is make sure this is parallel to your ball to target line. I'm then gonna place my ball and myself, well, firstly, get myself lined up on that red line and then move my ball position to whatever iron I've got in my hand, or even sort of a driver as well. You can really see your setup change and move into a good position. So if I'm hitting balls away, I like to get a few practice swings, getting this feeling, a few pauses, a few feelings, and then strike one away. And you really get a good sense of when you stop that sway, is that being on top of that golf ball a little bit better and not being sort of always stuck behind it. So again, watching myself in the mirror, getting some feedback on actually stopping that sway. Okay, there's 2 reps, here we go. And that's a beautiful hit. I like that feeling of being able to get to the back of the golf ball as opposed to being stuck considerably behind. Ball number 3. There we go. Feel that onto the instep. So what I want you to get from this video is when you're stopping your sway, we want to feel as though our weight and our pressure goes onto the instep of your trail foot, not onto the outside. So simply what we should really see here is your hips get a little bit more turn. Think of this sort of rod here, right? I don't want my hips to always work along it. I want them to feel as though they move away from it on the way back, being your right hip, and then your left hip on the way through moves away from it on the way through. Nice simple thoughts like this are some things that you can take to the golf course, and simply the mirror just gives you the feedback to whether you're doing it. I honestly love this. I've recommended it to a lot of my students, and I love this feeling of the drill, because if I went and got a different club now, let's say 5-iron, and I felt the same feeling, get myself lined up, I would still have a similar to same results of feeling as though I can get to the back of that golf ball. Take this tip, try this tip. It's simple, it's quick, but I know it's going to stop you swaying, because it stopped so many of my students.